Hello everyone, this is Nikhila Tikpannawar from Aryant Arts, Commerce and Science Junior College, Pauthan. In last video, we have seen classification of polymers on the basis of their source, chemical structure, mode of polymerization. And now in this video, we will see the classification of polymers on the basis of molecular forces, type of monomers and biodegradability. First, we will see the classification of polymers on the basis of intermolecular forces. Mechanical properties of polymers such as tensile strength, toughness, elasticity differ widely depending upon the intermolecular forces. Polymers are classified into various categories on the basis of intermolecular forces as follows. First, elastomers. Elasticity is a property by which a substance gets stretched by external force and restores its original shape on release of that force. Elastomers. The elastic polymers have weak van der Waals type of intermolecular forces which permit the polymer to be stretched. A few crosslinks between the chains help the stretched polymer to retract to its original position on removal of applied force. For example, vulcanized rubber, Buna S, Buna N, neoprene, etc. Fibers. Polymeric solids which form threads are called fibers. The fiber possesses high tensile strength, which is a property to have resistance to breaking under tension. This characteristic is due to the strong intermolecular forces like hydrogen bonding and strong dipole-dipole forces. Due to their strong intermolecular forces, the fibers are crystalline in nature. For example, polyamides, nylon 66, polyesters, terylene, etc. Thermoplastic polymers. Plasticity is a property of being easily shaped or molded. Thermoplastic polymers are capable of repeated softening on heating and hardening on cooling. These polymers possess moderately strong intermolecular forces that are intermediate between elastomers and fibers. For example, polythene, polystyrene, polyvinyls, etc. Classification of polymers on the basis of different monomers. On the basis of type of monomer, the polymers are divided into two classes, homopolymers and copolymers. What are homopolymers? The polymers which have only one type of repeating units are called homopolymers. Usually they are formed from a single monomer. In some cases, the repeating unit is formed by condensation of two distinct monomers. For example, polythene, polypropene, nylon 6, polyacrylonitrile, and nylon 66. And what are copolymers? The polymers which have two or more types of repeating units are called copolymer. They are formed by polymerization of two or more different types of monomers in presence of each other. The different monomer units are randomly sequenced in the copolymer. For example, Buna S, Buna N, etc. Now we will see the last type, classification of polymers on the basis of biodegradability. Most of the synthetic polymers are not affected by microbes. These are called non-biodegradable polymers. These in the form of waste material which stays in the environment for very long time and pose pollution hazards. Most natural fibers in contrast are biodegradable. In attempt to tackle to the environmental problems, scientists have developed biodegradable synthetic polymers. Now we will see some important polymers. We will start with a rubber. Elastomers are popularly known as rubbers. For example, balloons, shoe soles, tires, surgeon's gloves, garden hose, etc. are made from elastomeric material or rubber. Natural rubber, it is a monomer of natural rubber is isoprene, 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. Natural rubber is a high molecular mass and linear polymer of isoprene. Its molecular mass varies from 1,30,000 mu to 3,40,000 mu. That is, the number of monomer units varies from 2000 to 5000. This is the reaction involved in formation of natural rubber by the process of addition polymerization. Isoprene on addition polymerization gives polyisoprene rubber. Now we will see the properties of natural rubber. Polyisoprene molecule has cis configuration of the carbon-carbon double bond. It consists of various chains held together by weak van der Waals forces and has coiled structure. It can be stretched like a spring and exhibits elastic property. Vulcanization of rubber. It is the process by which a network of crosslinks is introduced into an elastomer. To improve the physical properties of natural rubber, a process of vulcanization is carried out. In 1839, Charles Goodyear, an American inventor, invented the process of vulcanization. Remember, the process by which a network of crosslinks is introduced into an elastomer is called vulcanization. The profound effect of vulcanization enhances the properties like tensile strength, stiffness, elasticity, toughness, etc. Sulfur vulcanization is the most frequently used process. Sulfur forms crosslinks between polyisoprene chains, which results in improved properties of natural rubber. Now we will see the next type of polymer, which is polythene. Polythene is the simplest and most commonly used hydrocarbon, thermoplastic, and has following structure: CH2, CH2 raised to N. The IUPAC name of polyethylene is polythene. Polythene is of two kinds, namely low density polythene and high density polythene, that is LDP and HDP. What is low density polythene? LDP is obtained by polymerization of ethylene under high pressure, that is 1000 to 2000 atmospheric pressure and temperature of 350 to 570 Kelvin, in presence of traces of oxygen or peroxide as initiator. See this reaction: ethylene under traces of oxygen and at pressure of 1000 to 2000 atmospheric and 350 to 570 Kelvin temperature, it will give LDP, that is low density polyethylene. The mechanism of this reaction involves free radical addition and hydrogen atom abstraction. The latter results in branching. As a result, the chains are loosely held and the polymer has low density. What are the properties of LDP? LDP films are extremely flexible but tough, chemically inert and moisture resistant. It is poor conductor of electricity with melting point of 110 degrees Celsius. And what are the uses of LDP? LDP is mainly used in preparation of pipes for agriculture, irrigation, domestic water line connections, as well as insulation to electric cables. It is also used in submarine cable insulation. It is used in producing extruded films, sheets, mainly for packaging and household uses like in preparation of squeeze bottles, attractive containers, etc. Now we will see high density polythene. It is essentially a linear polymer with high density due to close packing. HDP is obtained by polymerization of ethene in presence of Ziegler-Natta catalyst, which is a combination of triethyl aluminum with titanium tetrachloride at a temperature of 333 Kelvin to 343 Kelvin and a pressure of 6 to 7 atmosphere. What are the properties of HDP? HDP is a crystalline. It has melting point in the range of 144 to 150 degrees Celsius. It is much stiffer than LDP and has high tensile strength and hardness. It is more resistant to chemicals than LDP. And what are the uses of HDP? It is mainly used in manufacturing of toys and other household articles like buckets, dustbin, bottles, pipes, etc. It is used to prepare laboratory wares and other objects where high tensile strength and stiffness is required. So in this video we have seen the polymers like rubber and polythene. In next video lecture we will see the another types of polymers like Teflon, then nylon 66, polyamide polymers, nylon 6 and so on. Thank you everyone.